It's funny when you hear the same thing in lots of places. I realised today, I heard something at Parallel today that I heard all of the autism shows, and I can think of any number of times I've heard it before. Actually, there's two. One of them's really rubbish. One is I have lost count of the number of parents of autistic children who have been told by somebody, sometimes somebody in their family, sometimes just a random person in a supermarket, that if they hit their child, then they wouldn't be autistic. That's the duff one. The other one that's really common is people who come to realise their own neurotype through their child's diagnosis. So perhaps the school will flag up to them, your child seems a little different to the other children. Have you considered having an autism diagnosis? And the parent will say, oh no, they're fine. I was just like that. I was just like that when I was young. I'm not worried about them. And then the child goes a bit, further through school, and maybe there's some difficulties come up, and the school say, have you thought about maybe looking to see if something's going on here? And the parent will say, no, I was just like that when I was younger. And then they go forward down the line a bit, and at some point the child gets put forward for a diagnosis, and the parent has been going, I was just like that when I was younger. And then they go, your child's autistic. And the parent goes, I was just like that when I was younger. Oh, maybe me too. And it's an odd one, because sometimes people feel that knowing their own neurotype, or sort of spending time considering their own neurotype, especially if they're supporting a neurodivergent child, is somehow detracting from that child, when actually it can be a lovely way of being a role model. If you understand yourself and your neuro identity and what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and you can show an adult version of managing difficult sensory environments or challenging communication traditions, then that's a wonderful way of showing up for your child. So considering your own neurotype isn't selfish. It's the fit your own oxygen mask first scenario.